children. We are back again with Guru Gedara educational program. Today we are going to present you with another interesting English lesson, that is for grade 9. So, grade 9 English, that is competency level 8.3. We will see what is competency level 8.3 tells us to do. That is actually describing people, animals and objects using simple sentence structure. So, for that we have to break this particular competency level into certain parts. Under that, I am going to take the simple sentence structures first, because if you want to describe anything, you have to use sentences. To do that, you should know how to write a sentence properly or how to tell a sentence properly. So, look at this board now. So, first we are going to tell you what is a simple sentence structure. So, structure is something that the base we are having for something. For that we have a structure. Even when building houses, we build the structure. Likewise, when we are writing sentences or talking in sentences, we first have to have a structure. That's what we are going to learn now. Now, we will have a look here. What is a simple sentence structure? Can you tell me? Yes, I know, you can tell me because it is on the board. A simple sentence has one idea in it. Now, remember, there can be different types of sentences. But here, today we are going to learn what is a simple sentence. In a simple sentence, only one idea can be there. Only one idea. There is no several ideas. So, look here, the examples. I play football. What is the idea? I am playing football. I am not doing anything. Only I play football. Likewise, look here. Janit eats popcorn. Won't you like to eat the popcorn? Yes, I know you like. So, here Janit eats a popcorn. And we respect our parents. Every one of us, whether it is a child or an adult, we have to respect our parents. So, here in these three sentences, we are giving from each sentence we are giving one simple idea. So, that is a simple sentence. So, now you know what is a simple sentence is. So, to do that, we should know how to write a simple sentence. For that, we need actually sentence patterns or structures. We should know these things. As we are in grade 9, I know already you may have written sentences by now, but I am going to teach you some basic sentence patterns in English. There can be many, but here I have used or chose only 5. I thought as a teacher that it will be helpful. So, we will look at the board. What are those 5 basic sentence patterns that I have selected to teach you? Yes, some sentence patterns in English. It can be, first one, subject plus verb. The second one, subject, verb and the object. So, there are 3 elements in this type of sentence. Then third one, subject, verb, noun. Sometimes this can be taken as a complement, but for your reference, as it is easy for you to understand, I am going to teach you it as a noun. And the fourth one, it is subject, verb and adjective. So, you know what these things are by now, don't you? Yes. And the last one I have taken subject, verb and adverb. So, shall we have a look again? First one subject and verb. Second one subject, verb, object. Third one subject, verb, noun. And fourth one subject, verb and adjective. Last one subject, verb and adverb. And children, look here, in every sentence we have to have a subject. All the sentences there should be a subject, and when we are writing a sentence, most of the sentences should have a verb. It has to have a verb. And object, noun, adjective and adverb can be changed according to the sentence. So, to make it more clear, we learn these sentence patterns with some examples. Then it is easy for you to understand. Shall we? Yes. So, here first one subject and verb. So, I have given it in two different colors, subject in one color and the verb in another color. Even in the sentence, each element or subject or the verb is given in the same colors. So, the dog barks. What is the subject in this sentence? The dog. What is the verb or the action word? Barks. So, it is the verb and the barks are given in the same color. Then it is easy for you to understand what is a sentence, what is a subject in a sentence and what is the verb in that particular sentence. So, we will move on to the second type of sentence structures. It is subject, verb and object. Here we are, Peter kicks the ball. Peter kicks the ball. What is the subject? It is easy for you to identify now because I have given each of these subject, verb and object in the relevant colors. Yes. Can you guess? What is the subject? Peter. What is the verb or the action word? Kicks. And the object? Yes. What is it? The ball. So, this is another sentence structure. Earlier only the subject and verb, but now subject, verb and object. And the third one, subject, verb and noun. You are adding a noun there. But here the verb is rather different. The girl is a student. The girl is a student. Here the subject is the girl and the verb is. It is not a regular verb. Actually it is a be verb, but still it falls into the category of verbs. Okay? So, and the noun, a student, a student. The girl is a student and the sentence pattern is subject, verb and noun. Yes, we will have a look at the next two structures. I think you can remember now. First subject and the verb, then subject, verb and object, then third one subject, verb and noun, and we are going to discuss subject, verb and adjective. Yes, do you know what is an adjective? Do you? Yes, if you know what is a noun, you will probably know what is an adjective. Yes, an adjective is a word that describe a noun, that describe a noun. So, here the Butterfly is beautiful. The butterfly is beautiful. Here, subject is butterfly and the verb is and the adjective beautiful. So, by using another adjective, we can say the dog is fierce, the cat is cute. So, we are writing sentences using this particular sentence patterns. So, I hope you can understand there are different sentence patterns, though we are writing it, we do not realize it. But I think now you can understand, yes, these are the sentence patterns we are using in our English language writing or speaking. Okay? And we will go to the last one, which is again, I know you know very well. Subject, verb and adverb. Okay, what is an adverb? Yes, yes children, it is a word that describes a verb. If you are describing an action word further, the particular word we call an adverb. So, we are using an adverb to write this particular sentence. What is the sentence? The squirrel ran quickly. How did the squirrel run? How did the squirrel run? It ran quickly. So, likewise, we have to use some of these sentence patterns in our original lesson or the original competency. That is, using simple sentences, now we are going to describe some things. What are those things? Animal, people and objects. So, first we will see what we are going to learn. Yes, can you see the picture? Who are these? They are people. So, first we are going to learn how to describe people, because this is very important. We are doing this every day. Don't you describe your friends to another friend? Don't you describe your friend to your parents? Don't you tell about your parents to your friends? I think you do, even we do. So, now we are going to describe people. So, can you see there is a girl in this picture? What can you say about this girl? Actually, this is Nayana. This is Nayana. So, I have written 2 sentences about Nayana. Remember children, when we are describing people, we use adjectives to describe their appearance. To describe their appearance. What you see to your eyes, what you see, you have to describe. For that, you need to use lot of adjectives. I told you what is an adjective. It describes a noun. So, Nayana is the noun here. So, you are using some adjectives to describe Nayana. So, look here, what have we wrote here? Nayana has a pointed nose. Pointed nose. So, Nayana has a sharp pointed nose. So, if somebody has a nice pointed nose, we say this person is having a pointed nose. Can you see Nayana's pointed nose here? I think you can. And what else can you see? What is her prominent body appearance? Yes, she has long brown hair. So, she has subject, verb and adjective. So, she has long brown hair. So, Nayana has long brown hair. Nayana is a pretty girl. We can say more things about Nayana. And Nayana seems to be smiling. Naina seems to be smiling. So likewise, we can say and talk about people more. So we are going to describe this cute girl. Look at her. She's a girl. What's her name? If you look at the board, you can find it easily. Yes, yes, children, she's Jenny. This is Jenny. She is short and fat. Again, adjectives. She is subject, verb, adjective. She is short and fat. And we are talking about her hair. She has curly hair. She has curly hair. You know, when the hair is rather curly, we say curly hair. And blue eyes. She has blue eyes. So we say in this sentence, remember, here we have combined two simple sentences together with and. We say she has curly hair and blue eyes. And we are talking about her dress. What are we telling about her dress? Jenny is wearing, at the moment, Jenny is wearing a blue and purple dress. That's why we are putting ing form into the verb at this moment. By the time we look at Jenny, she is wearing a blue and purple dress. So children, after describing of a small girl, we are going to describe an elderly lady. I know most of you are having your grandparents. So you want to learn how to describe maybe your elderly relative, probably your grandmother. So we have more of a grandmother here, and here we are given her information in a grid. Her name, Mrs. Smith, age 82, height 1.64 inches, 1 feet. Weight, she can be plump, weight plump. And eyes, it can be small and green. And her hair is grey, and she has a special feature. What is it? Glasses. So only the words are given. Now we are going to write some sentences based on these information. Shall we have a look? Yes, here it is. So the name Mrs. Smith. So we are going to start with the name. Mrs. Smith is 82 years old. So we are starting with her age. She is short and plump. She is short and plump. So we are telling about her eyes next. She has small green eyes. Mrs. Smith wears glasses. But here I have put a slant and written spectacles. As it is given here glasses, we will put glasses, but even then we can say spectacles, you know, pair of spectacles. Even glasses is not wrong, but it is better if you use the word spectacles. And we are going to talk about her hair now. We are saying her hair is grey in color. Her hair is grey in color. So we don't use Mrs. Smith everywhere. Now here Mrs. Smith is a noun. So her is a pronoun. So we are using certain techniques when we are writing a paragraph. We don't repeat the same word again and again. Then it can be boring. Do you want to write a boring paragraph, children? I don't think so. Most of you, all of you want to write a paragraph which is very interesting, don't you? Yes. So her hair is grey in color. she seems to be a pleasant lady. So, that particular sentence is created by the writer or by me. There is nothing about being pleasant given in the grid. But children, if you are learning something, if you want to show your teacher that you are very good in learning and you have learnt something, you can add this type of a sentence. Then your teacher will be really happy. So, here we have added by looking at Mrs. Smith, she seems to be a pleasant lady. Okay, I think now you have a very good idea about writing about persons or people. Shall we move on to a small activity? Yes, please have a look. Draw a mind map of your friend. Write a paragraph about her or him. Okay, now I know you have a question. Don't you have a question? Yes, you may be. I have told you at once, draw a mind map. What is a mind map? Yes, mind map. We always have mind maps whenever we are given an activity, don't we? Mind map, in our mind we are having a map. Okay, there is a title given, my friend. So, we are thinking, okay, what are we going to write? First I am going to write her name, then her hobbies, age, appearance. These are the things I am going to write. Likewise, we are thinking. So, what we are thinking in our mind, we are putting it onto a paper. That is we call mind map. Here in the mind map, the middle you can write the name of your friend. Around in these circles you can write what you are going to write about your friend. Can you write? I can give you some time to do that. Are you ready? Are you going to think what you are going to write on this mind map? Please think. Okay, you are going to write about your friend. Yes, think children. Don't worry, I am going to help you. You can start like this. My friend is. My friend is. Okay. Yes, I know you can do this. Here is the mind map I have made in my mind about the friend. Here the name. Then I am going to, these are the things I am going to tell about her. What are the things I am going to tell about her? Her age, her looks, her hobbies and her ambition. So, these are the things I am going to include in my paragraph. Okay, shall we have a look? Now, you know a new word, mind map. Mind mapping we are doing every day, but we don't know the word. So, now we know. Okay, shall we have a look what I have written about my friend? Okay. So, the first sentence, my friend is Nayana. Can you remember my friend Nayana? Yes. Yes, her age. She is 13 years old. So, here in the mind map, I have written about the age. She is tall and fair. Looks, how she looks. She is tall and she is fair. And she has full lips and a round face. Still we are in the looks. She has full lips and a round face. My face is not round, but Nayana's face is round. And what are her hobbies? Nayana likes to read storybooks and watch cartoons like you. You may like to read storybooks and watch cartoons, don't you? So like you, Nayana likes to read storybooks and watch cartoons. So those are her hobbies. And finally, her ambition, one day what she wants to be. You also may be having these kind of targets and ambitions. Shall we have a look what Nayana wants to be? Here we are. She wants to be a singer one day. So, Nayana wants to be a singer one day. Shall we have a look at what we have written about Nayana again? My friend is Nayana. She is 13 years old. She is tall and fair. She has full lips and a round face. Nayana likes to read storybooks and watch cartoons. She wants to be a singer one day. So, I hope that you can write about your friend like this. Okay. Now, we are going to write about another friend. This is actually a boy. Now, we wrote about Nayana, it is a girl. So, look at the information and write a paragraph about Supun. Earlier, Mrs. Smith, I gave some information on a grid, but here information is given rather descriptively. So, name Supun Lakmal, age 14 years, country Sri Lanka, occupation a student, appearance an oval face, short brown hair, small blue eyes, a straight nose, a wide mouth. Clothes, what he likes to wear, a yellow t-shirt, blue jeans and shoes. What are his hobbies? Swimming, writing songs, dancing. An ambition to be a music producer. So, this is the information about Supun. I am going to help you. Shall I? Okay, we will have a look what I have written about Supun. Yes. Can you see on the board, children? Shall we read? First, I am going to read and help you. Supun Lakmal is a student. He is 14 years old. He has an oval face with small blue eyes. His nose is straight and he has a wide mouth. Supun has short black hair. It can be this can be either brown or it can be either black. So, whatever you want you can write. There is no harm in that. So, we are going to tell about his hobbies now. His hobbies are swimming, writing songs and dancing. Supun likes to wear yellow t-shirts, blue jeans and shoes to school. So, when Supun goes to school, he likes to wear these things. He wants to be a music producer one day. So, Nayana, my friend, can you remember? She wants to be a singer. Now, Supun wants to be a music producer. What do you want to be, children? Think, have a mind map about your future ambitions. Okay, with that, I think now you can write a paragraph about anybody that you like. Why don't you try your hand in writing about your mother or father or your teacher, anybody. With that, we are going to the next section of our lesson. What is it? Describing animals. I know you like to describe animals because most of us are having pets. Pets are animals. So, we have to learn how to use, how to describe animals. It is very important. Okay, for that I have some descriptions ready for you. Shall we have a look? Yes. Do you know what this animal is, children? Look at the picture. Yes, I know you can identify the animal because I have helped you with the simple sentence structure and some simple sentences. Shall I read it for you? Then you can read after me. This is a cow. What is this animal? A cow. It is black and white in color. So, we are describing about this animal's colors. It eats grass and gives us milk. So, we are describing about what he eats and its uses. The cow is a useful animal. The cow is a useful animal. Here, you must be having a problem. Why with a vowel that I did not use N here? Actually, when you pronounce this word, though it is U here, it pronounces as U sound. But usually U is used for A sound, umbrella, under, likewise. That is why we did not use N here. Did I clarify your doubt, children? I hope so. So, we will have a look. Yes, on top, what is the animal? It's a zebra. Have you seen zebras? Though we don't have zebras in our jungles, you may have seen in pictures, you may have visited the zoo, you may have seen zebras on television. So, it is quite an interesting animal that every one of us like. Shall we have a look about zebra? This is a zebra. It is black and white. It isn't yellow and brown. It is not yellow and brown. It is tall. It has got pink ears and a long tail. It hasn't got wings. It doesn't have wings. It can run very fast. It can also jump. It cannot climb a tree or fly. So, we are talking about what a zebra can do and what a zebra cannot do. Remember, in this description, we are learning the negative form of a sentence as well. Negative form, how to use not. By now, as you all are grade 9 students, I know you have a understanding about this structure. With this, with the help of the structure of zebra, shall we complete this given paragraph of a, what is this animal? Any guesses? Yes, it is a lion. It is a lion. So, shall we try to fill these blanks by looking at the paragraph zebra? I am going to give you few seconds to do that. Are you ready? Yes, go on. So, this is a lion. Go on. Yes, I am going to help you. Okay. Now, look at the board. Shall I read it for you? This is a lion. It is yellow and brown. It isn't black and white. It is not very tall. Though so zebra is tall, lion is not very tall. It has got brown ears and a long tail. Can you see the lion's long tail? It hasn't got wings. It can run very fast. It can also jump, but it can't climb a tree or fly? So, if you can remember the zebra, okay, now I have given you the answers. Without looking at the answers, shall we try again? Yes, this is a lion. It is, yes, yellow and brown. It isn't black and white. It is not very tall. It has got brown ears and a long tail. It hasn't got wings. It can run very fast. It can also jump. Lions can, yes, lions can run very fast, but they cannot fly. Yes. Check your answers. I think everyone got it correct, don't you? Okay. After lions and zebras in the jungle, we are going to learn how to describe some very familiar animals now. Shall we? Before that, I have to tell you something. Look at the board. These are some very important points. When we describe animals, we write about their color, what they eat, where they live, their uses, shape, what they can do and cannot do. Can you remember? When we were writing about zebra and the lion, we talked about what they can do, what they cannot do. We wrote about their color and what they, where they live. So, these things are very important when you are writing or describing an animal. Okay, now we are going to discuss about an animal which is very familiar to you and me. Shall we? Yes, look at the board. Yes, isn't it familiar to you? What is this animal? Look at the board, very cute animal. Yes, it's a dog. Every one of us like dogs. Every one of us has seen dogs. So, shall we see what we have here? Dogs are domestic animal. Dogs are domestic animals. That means dogs can most of the time live in household areas. They live in houses. Dogs help to catch thieves. They are good hunters too. They like to eat meat and bones. Here is a bone inside this dog's mouth. Dogs are very loyal to their masters. There are many kinds of dogs. They are popular in most of the countries in the world. So, dogs are popular not only in Sri Lanka, but other countries as well. Shall we read it again? Dogs are domestic animals. They live in houses. Dogs help to catch thieves. They are good hunters too. They like to eat meat and bones. Dogs are very loyal to their masters. There are many kinds of dogs. They are popular in most of the countries in the world. Okay, I know. Now you can do a small exercise. But remember, as usual, I am going to help you. Shall we have a look? Yes. Now write about elephants by following the chart. Can you remember the grid of Mrs. Smith? Something like that. Here you are given a chart. Name elephant. Where they live, wild. likes kitul trunks. So, the Sri Lankan elephants like to eat kitul trunks. Good at heavy work. Trained, they are trained to perform in circuses, participate in cultural pageants. Cultural pageants. So, something related to culture. When you have a festival related to culture, elephants are being used. Think, have a mind map. Okay. Kinds, there are two kinds, Asian and African elephants. Where are they kept? Not they live. Where are they kept? By humans. In zoos, wildlife parks, orphanages. Can you remember Pinnavala orphanage, elephant orphanage? So, places like that, elephants are kept. Special talents. Children, elephants have a very special talent, that is remembering things. They say elephants never forget. They are very good in remembering things. So, shall we try our hand in writing about elephants or describing about elephants? Yes, can you have a mind map? Yes, I think you already have a mind map, don't you? Okay, so I am going to help you. Here is the chart inside, you can have a look. This is what I have written or what I have described about elephants. Shall I read it for you? Yes, I know you want me to read it. Then you can follow me, and if you have any pronunciation issues, you can learn from what I am telling you when I am reading, right? Elephants are wild animals. They live in jungles. Elephants are good at heavy work. They like to eat kitul trunks. Elephants are trained to perform in circuses and to participate in cultural pageants such as the Kandi Perahera. Do you know Kandi Perahera? Have you watched Kandi Perahera? Have you seen lots of elephants taking part? Yes. Sometimes they are kept in zoos and orphanages. There are two kinds of elephants. They are Asian and African elephants. Elephants have a special talent for remembering things. So, can you remember what I told you? Yes, I am going to read it again, then you will understand it more. Shall I? Yes, follow me. Elephants are wild animals. They live in jungles. Elephants are good at heavy work. They like to eat kitul trunks. Elephants are trained to perform in circuses and to participate in cultural pageants such as the Kandi Perahera. Sometimes they are kept in zoos and orphanages. There are two kinds of elephants. They are Asian and African elephants. Elephants have a special talent for remembering things. Okay, we did talk about elephants. Now we are going to describe another wild animal, a very fierce one. Do you know who this animal is? Yes? Yes, if you read this instruction, you will understand. Use the information given and write a short description of a tiger. So, here is a tiger. These are the information given. So, read it. I am going to give you 1 second because you are very smart now. You can read quickly, don't you? Okay. Animal, a tiger, lives Asia, India and Russia, sleeps during the day, hunts at night, eats deer, monkeys, meat. It has small eyes, small ears, 4 legs, long tail and black stripes. Length up to 3 meters, weight about 200 kilograms. Duration of life 15 years. Okay. So, shall we have a look what we can write based on this information? Yes, I think now you can write fast and read fast as well. Here are the information on the other side. This is what I have written about a tiger based on those information. Shall I read it for you, children? Okay, I know I can help you. A tiger. A tiger is a wild animal which lives in Asia, India and Russia. It sleeps during the day and hunts at night. A tiger has small eyes, small ears, 4 legs, long tail with black stripes on its body. A tiger eats meat and weighs about 200 kilos. A tiger can grow up to 3 meters in length and can live about 15 years. So, I read it fast because I know by now you can describe an animal with the given information very quickly, don't you? Yes. So, here now we have described about animals, domestic animals and wild animals. So, we have another section in our lesson that we have to do. Shall we move on to that? Yes, that is describing objects. These objects are anything that we can have in our house or school or anywhere. So, we will see what are the objects we are going to describe and what we have to do when describing an object. Yes. When describe an object, a thing, we have to talk about its overall appearance. That means all together how it looks. Without telling that we can't describe an object. Its key aspects should be considered. Key aspects, what are the basic qualities of that object like shape, size, color, how it feels when touched, what it is made of and etc. Okay, so we will move on to an object and see what these qualities are. Yes, when you are describing an object, there should be some language patterns that you have to stick to. Look at the board. It is rectangular in shape, or else you can say it is rectangular, it is circular, it is round. Likewise, it is brown in color, or you can say it is brown. It is made of wood, plastic or metal. We use it for cutting things. Why we are using it? So, these things are very important when we are describing an object. Now, we will have a look. So, when we are describing objects, color is important. What color it is, material, what it is made of. So, it can be colors can be red, blue, likewise material, wood, plastic, leather, something like that. And purpose, why this object is being used for cutting, sleeping, cooking, and we can say size, how big it is. It can be small, medium, enormous, huge, all these adjectives can be used. And shape, what is the shape? It can be square, round, oval, all these shapes can be used when you are describing a object. Then other information, other than these, we can have any other information like portable, stylish, waterproof. You know waterproof, the water won't go inside, and some other information, invention, who invented this thing. If it is a television, we always learn John Logie Baird invented television. So, likewise we can talk about describing objects. So, here now you have to have a mind map. I am going to describe an object, you have to in your mind have a mind map about this object. This is a toaster. It is cubic, it is white, it is made of steel. It is used for toasting bread. So, we are talking about a toaster, a white color toaster. We are using it for baking or toasting bread. So, likewise we will move on to the next object. This is a key. You know what is a key? It has long rectangular part and a circular head. It is silver in color. It is made of steel. It is used for unlocking doors. Now, you have a mind map about a toaster and a key. Now, we will move on to some pictures and the sentences. Yes, first one looks like what? Eraser, an alarm clock and a hat. Shall we write some sentences? This is an eraser. It is rectangular. It is blue and white. It is made of rubber. It is used for removing pencil marks. So, this is a eraser. Next we will move on to an alarm clock. This is an alarm clock. It is round or we can say circular. It is black. This alarm clock here is black. It is made of plastic or metal. It is used for waking up people. We use alarm clock for waking up people. So, here very simple sentences, but we are describing objects. And finally, this is a hat. It is circular. It is cream and brown. Here the two colors cream and brown. It is made of cloth. So, this is a cloth hat. It is used for covering heads. You wear a hat to cover your head or to protect your head. So, these simple objects can be described in these simple sentence structures. So, now you can try your hand in describing some of these things, because these are related to school things. What is the first one? A blackboard. You may be having a blackboard at school, a school bag, a pencil case, a pen, a pencil, a fountain pen or we say ink pen. We use ink to, we put ink inside the pen and we write. We call it sometimes ink pen, but the correct English word is fountain pen, and colored pencils. So, these things we use in the school. I am going to help you there also. We are going to describe one object out of here, that is a pencil. Let us describe an object, shall we? This is a pencil, very simple sentence. It is made of wood. It is light brown and pink in color. Here the eraser part is in pink color. It is used for writing. So, why we are using a pencil? For writing. Why we are using an eraser? Can you remember? To remove pencil marks. So, here we learned about describing objects. So, I hope you can describe any object given to you now by using simple sentence structures like this. Can't you? Yes. So, we will have a summary what we learned today. Yes, we learned what a simple sentence is. Can you remember, which has one meaning? Simple sentence patterns. We learned 5 simple sentence patterns. Can you remember? Using simple sentences, we learned how to describe people, animals, and finally objects. Children, we are at the end of our lesson. So, by using this particular lesson, what you learn from this particular lesson, you can write anything that you can describe. Either it can be a person or a thing or an animal. If you want to learn more about these things, you can watch this particular program, Channel NIE in YouTube channel. With that, we are going to wind up for today. Hope to see you again with another interesting lesson in English. Until then, stay safe.